So I'm going to take a little break from salvaging for just a little bit. I'm really enjoying it actually. It's really AFK. I can just do this while doing a whole lot of other things, editing, watching videos, playing other games. It's super fun, but I have a few quests I need to get done just to help with some sailing stuff. So firstly, I'm going to go ahead and go up here to this little island and start the Troubled Tortugas quest, just for access to the Great Conch. There are trees here that are going to be best in slot for me that I need to unlock, and I'd also like to have a place I can dock down here, like an island with a bank and stuff. I don't know which islands are safe for me and which aren't. I've heard there's one somewhere that's not safe. Maybe it's this one, I don't know. Someone's just said something about not docking at certain islands, so I'll have to look into that. But I'm pretty sure the Great Conch is mostly safe. There are probably NPCs that can attack me, but I'll just avoid those. And then I also need to do the tourist trap to unlock another crewmate. That'll be good for working the mithril salvaging hooks and things like that. So I'm going to try and get the tourist trap done as well. So that is what we're going to be working on. I'm going to go ahead and sail up here to the island, start the Troubled Tortugas, and go from there. Alright, we made it to the island, and we got a new music track, which is pretty nice. But we are going to go ahead and do this thingy quickly. I think it's pretty safe. Ooh, there's a quest guide out now. So all I have to do, I did look up a guide before this, is shake the palm tree, get the palm leaf, grab a seaweed, combine them, then use the bandages on the Tortugan, and then she will, I believe it's a she will take, or I will take her back to the Great Conch, and we will have access to the Great Conch. So I will sail back there and hopefully get access and do the rest of the quest until I can't anymore. We have made our way over to the Great Conch. That is awesome, an awesome little island unlocked for the account. This gives me access to the new trees, which will be helpful when I get higher up in sailing. So I'm going to go ahead and do the repairs on the camp and stuff like that, just in case you have to do that for access to like the bank and stuff. I don't know if you do, but may as well do it just to get part of the quest done, even though I'm not going to complete the quest because I'm pretty sure I would die in the last boss. But now this is actually a little bit interesting for the account. So this looks like a safe Calquat patch, which previously the only one was on Brimhaven, I think. And I would just not bother with it because there's poison spiders and snakes and stuff that attack you and kind of make it tedious to get to. But this one looks completely safe, so I might have to start using my Calquat seeds up. I've been just throwing them away, just either dropping them or putting them in like the seed deposit thing in the farming guild or something. But I should have quite a few saved up, like over 100, and I may need to start doing my Calquats because that is a lot of XP I've been missing out on by not doing them. So yeah, might have to implement this into my farm run. And this wood is actually the next hull I unlock for my boat, the camp horror logs. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab a few logs while I'm here. You don't need to complete the quest, you just need to start it like I did. I haven't done anything, I haven't done any of the repairs. I completely lied when I said I was going to do that because you have access to the bank and it appears all the trees on the island without doing the repairs. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab a few of these while I'm here and then continue on my way to hopefully doing the tourist trap. And while I'm here, I just want to say there are snakes in this area. I was just getting attacked, and luckily some random person jumped in and killed the snake and got it off me. I don't know if they can poison you. I just carry a super anti-poison around me everywhere I go with sailing because I've heard you can get poisoned. But there are snakes in this. There's one right there. There are snakes. They're only level 5, but they can attack you and will kill you if you AFK here. So if you're a hardcore Iron Man skiller, do not AFK here. It is not a safe island. And I did just find out there is one thing, at least one thing on this island you do not have access to without finishing the quest, and that is the notice board. So you can't do any of the delivery tasks from this island, which kind of sucks. But again, maybe at some point I'll give the quest a try. I'll have to try it on my main skiller first. I've heard there's like a 98% chance to die because you basically have to tick a eat or tank a hit or something perfectly, which I don't want to do in a hardcore skiller. So I'm trying to remember to get clips of everything, but there's so much content with sailing. But I got this Stormy Key from the Temper Tantrum Barracuda Trials or whatever, and apparently it opens this chest. Hopefully it doesn't give like mage XP or anything. Yeah, and you get this cool little sailing outfit. If I quickly... Alright, this is going to be the inventory setup we will be trying to kill the mercenary captain with. I think it should be enough food, and I'm pretty sure you can just recoil it down. I don't even think you have to do any damage, so it should be pretty straightforward. As long as I don't connect, I just recoil the mercenary captain down. Eat, he maxes 5, so keep my HP above 5, and I should be good. Let's go and do this boss fight. Wow, last hit of recoil I had. My ring broke on the very last hit. That is super lucky, but there we go. The mercenary captain is done. I'm going to quickly teleport out and rebank. That is super nice to have done. I've been meaning to do this for a while and just been too lazy to, so finally getting it done is a huge weight off my shoulders. I'm going to finish this quest, unlock all the things I can, and then I will be back with what's next. And there is the first start tip on the account. Very nice to finally get this. Gotta finish the quest to unlock it completely, but still pretty cool to have the first start tip made on the account. For XP, let's just go with agility. Get some extra agility XP. That gets me to 2 million agility XP, actually. That's pretty nice. And here is the quest complete. I now have access to dart fletching as well as my next crewmate, so I'm going to find out where they are and go hire them. Also, quickly with that quest, I did unlock the slave robes as well, and I just wanted to quickly point out that there are 4 different NPCs during that quest that can attack you. There's the desert wolves, the camels in the desert. One of the guards apparently attacks you if you're in slave robes outside. One of the guards hit me for like a 3 or something. And the rowdy slave, or whatever his name is. None of them can one-hit you, but it is worth noting just to pay attention to your health while you're doing that quest, so you don't actually accidentally get hit for like 3, 3, 3, 3 and die. So, yep, just wanted to point that out. Actually had to run back to the camp one last time to hire the new crewmate, but there's Captain Siad? Siad? I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm bad at pronouncing names, but there he is, he's hired. He is on my crew officially, and that's going to help out a lot. I believe he helps with salvage, if I'm not mistaken. He's a good salvager. Not 100% sure, but he is hired. That is a huge upgrade for the sailing on this account. And here is the third crew member for my crew, Adventurer Ada. I'm probably not going to use her as much as the others right now. I don't know what her uses are. I think she's good at like steering the boat and stuff. I haven't really looked, but I'm pretty sure the other two that I already have, Jobless Jim and Syad, are better. But I'm just going to recruit her because I can. I have the sailing level, and it'd be nice to have her on the crew. So she's part of the crew now. If we run over here to manage crew really quick. We've got the 2 that I want, and I've got her on standby, so she is in here. The other ones are all locked as I don't have the level, but I will be using Jobless Jim and the ex-captain. So yeah, got all 3 that I can unlocked currently. And I do have one upgrade I can make to my ships, and that is the Mithril Helm, which will help with strong rapids. Don't actually know what that means, but I try and upgrade every single thing I can whenever I can just to improve my survival chances, so let's go ahead and build that. Alright, so I quickly just want to show off this sailing method. So if you want extreme AFK at level, 57, there's a spot here with 2 large shipwrecks where, as you can see on the hitboxes, if you put your boat right here, right in here somewhere, both of these mithril, or any salvaging hooks, hit both of these shipwrecks. So you could just sit here like forever and just let it go. And if you have when you have your guys set to work on the hooks, they will just go permanently. So when there's no shipwrecks here, like when they're despawned, they'll still be trying to deploy the grappling hook. So as soon as another one spawns, they'll just automatically deploy it. You don't have to do anything. This is extremely AFK, and you could just sit here and grab out the salvage when they're done, clean it, and you can just clean salvage. I'm not going to be doing that. I am going to be using one of the grappling hooks myself and just have this guy on standby for when I'm cleaning salvaging. But if you want extreme AFK and you don't want to do anything, you just want it to be automatic, you can just set both your crewmates to the mithril grappling hooks in this spot, and they will just keep grabbing it and grabbing it as long as your hold's not full. There is the rare, whatever you want to call it, collection log item from this salvage, the Broken Compass. Got that done really fast. I'm actually getting really lucky on the rare, like 1 in 3,000 drops. So that is the second one I have. I have the the dull knife in the bank sitting there. I think I'm going to collect them all before turning them in and just try and get a cool, nice big Slayer XP drop all at once. So there is one. There is weird. I noticed something weird with the dull knife as well. They have attack and defensive bonuses, like you can wear them, but I don't think they're equipable. So I think that's a little That's a little weird. Don't know why that's there, maybe something in the future, but nonetheless a cool item, cool collection log to get out of the way. Lovely milestone level coming in. There is 60 sailing. Super happy with how this is going so far. It's actually been pretty fun. AFK for the most part when I want to be. I can be click intensive when I want to be. I don't know. I'm really enjoying the skill. Another nice level coming in. There is 64 sailing, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. That gets me pirate shipwrecks. I'm going to have to go find out where those are. I think I'm going to take a short break and do some smithing because I need smithing. I need stuff that I can only smith with 74 smithing for some upgrades, so I think I'm going to take a break and maybe do smithing. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to find out where the pirate shipwrecks are, and then maybe after a smithing break I will go and do those. 73 smithing, very nice. I think that is the last level I need. I need 74 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 74 for the nails and the keel parts. But I think I can boost. I think there's an ale that gives me a boost. So 73 smithing, I think that's where I will stop for now. And I will go get the boosts and make all the nails and stuff that I need to upgrade my ships. I found a weird little misspelling or whatever. It says you need a smithing level of 75 to make some Adam keel parts. But if you go here and here, you only need 74. And just to prove that, if I boost up real quick, I only boost 1, and I can make these parts. I'll quickly do this, and then I'll make the large part as well, just to show that that also requires only 74. I don't know why it says 75, and it says some adamant keel parts. Like, what does that mean? Because it doesn't require, like, if you go here, keel parts, large keel part, made it with only 74. So I don't know what that little misspelling is or why it's worded quite like that, but finally have the supplies to start upgrading my boat a little bit. So we will be starting with the Campor cargo hold. Nice, some extra storage. That's a 1.3k XP, that's a lot. There's a little bit of extra storage for the salvaging. Next up we'll be upgrading our salvaging hooks to adamant over mithril. Another 1000 XP, that's pretty nice. And the final upgrade for now, the adamant keel, just gonna give me some more hit points, some more armor, and some resistance to certain waters in case I accidentally drift over into that area. So there should be the final upgrade for now. I'm pretty sure that is the last one I can do if I quickly go in here and look. 60, oh, I can do 67 Campor hole. Okay, we're gonna do that as well. I'm gonna have to go get more Campor logs because I'm pretty much out. So gonna go do that. That might take a while because the hole for this boat needs a lot of logs, so gonna go do that. Probably take like an hour or so, and then I'll be back with that upgrade. Alright, so after a lot of resource collecting, we finally have the large Campor hull parts ready to go. I quickly just want to show in the price check. These are worth about 1.6 mil, and cutting the logs myself and turning them into planks at the sawmill cost around, I think, 1.1 to 1.2 mil in raw GP. So if you cut the logs yourself and turn them into these, you'd make about 400k. It takes a few hours, so it's only like, I don't know, 200k an hour, but still kind of interesting at the current prices. But if I quickly boost up, come in here, build the Campor hole. That is awesome. That is an awesome upgrade. Gives us a little more speed, more HP, and a lot of defense upgrades, so that'll be really nice. Helps with some resistances as well, I think. I don't remember everything it helps with, but super nice upgrade. Love having the boat maxed out to what I possibly can right now. And it is time to finally go try the next tier of salvage I unlocked. And finally we got to the pirate shipwrecks here just below pest control. They just released the nerf to XP rates and a couple of other things in sailing, so we're going to see how it goes. I have no idea what the XP rate was here before this, but at the other salvage I was getting like, I don't know, like 18k, 20k, something like that per hour. So we will sit here and do this for a while, just chill, AFK, do some other things, and I'll get back when something interesting happens. Missed the recording of course, but there it is, 65 sailing, as you can see up here in the top left. AFKing salvage here is about 34,000 XP an hour, which the one before this, which I think was large shipwrecks, was about 20k, so this is quite a bit better. Again, at the large shipwrecks, I wasn't as focused as I have been here. I've been kind of keeping my eye on it and moving back to this third spot whenever the double spot wears off, but it's pretty chill. Again, I'm using the X-Captain whenever I'm not using the hook myself, whenever I'm cleaning here usually, but as you can see, there's no shipwrecks up. And when these two are down, I usually can just back up to this third one, just go straight back, just go straight reverse with him on the helm, and it'll pull you right back into this third spot, which is pretty nice. You basically have 3 spots. You can just AFK for free. Missed the level as always. I'm sitting here editing a video right now, but there is 70 sailing. Nice big milestone. Might have to take a break soon and do some smithing. I'm gonna need smithing in the future just for more sailing upgrades. I'm kind of getting to the point where it's difficult for me to make upgrades without sailing, but I'm gonna stay here until at least 73 for the next upgrade and then decide what I'm doing next. So yeah, another level missed, but there is 71 sailing. And here is the last sailing level for now, level 73 sailing. I'm doing the one hook myself, one hook with jobless Hcim method, and I'm getting around 41 to 42,000 XP per hour just after the rework to the XP, so that's pretty good. Before I was getting, what, 34k? So I'm getting like, I don't know, 6-7k more, which is pretty nice, but that will be the last level for now. I think I did just unlock the newest salvage, but I need to make upgrades to my ship, which will require me to get some smithing levels. So I think I'm gonna go do smithing for a little bit, just a little bit until I get burnt out, and then I'll come back and maybe do some more salvaging. So I think this is where we're going to actually end the video, and I quickly just want to go over a few things I got from this grind. So first off, I did get the rusty coin. I think I ended up getting 3 of them. If I go in here and check this, it only shows 1. I did get a couple on mobile. I did do some of this on mobile, but so the salvage I did 5,400 on PC, and then probably another, I don't know, maybe 1,000 on mobile. I did a little bit on mobile. It was pretty easy in AFK and stuff. I did my best to keep all of the cannonballs. As you can see, I got the dragon cannonball, which was a collection log, and I got 3.6 mil, so probably like 4 mil-ish in total from the grind to 73. This is a collection log, and this is a collection log. I was hoping to get the tree seed I think you can get from these, but I didn't end up getting any of the tree seeds, which is kind of unfortunate, but not a huge deal. But yeah, if you kept everything somehow, you would get around 4 mil, I'd say, from grinding to 73 from whatever the last level was, like 64 or whatever. It's about, now it'll be about 40,000 XP per hour if you're focusing and doing one hook yourself. If not, you can still expect probably around, I don't know, 28 to 30k, I'd say, probably, if you just have them working the hooks and then you do the cleaning. But yeah, this will be the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.